Hey everyone, so I know I promised you a video on The Great Gatsby. I was going to do a summary and a review and maybe compare it to the movie, and I had this great plan, which then of course failed. And this time it wasn't entirely my fault, although it really kind of was. I went to the library to get a copy of The Great Gatsby in English, which is already a pretty difficult plan here in Belgium. When you're living in a small town, at least. So I went to our town library and I got a copy of The Great Gatsby, and this is what that copy looks like. And I remember thinking as I picked it up, this seems really short for The Great Gatsby, but then again, I think I read it like 7 years ago, so I must be misremembering it somewhat, and I remember that it was short, so maybe it was actually this short. So I took this home and I started reading, and I don't know, I thought it was just really bad writing, and I couldn't get over the fact that this was F. Scott Fitzgerald and that it was just so horribly written. I remember not being a fan of Fitzgerald, but his writing was decent, right? This is like a children's novel. This is bad. It's really bad. It's not good enough to actually be published. That's how bad it is. So I was getting really worried that I was gonna have to give a really negative review about a very well-respected author. And at one point, of course, days too late, I realized that there's really something off about this book, and it just doesn't seem right. Like, finally I googled The Great Gatsby and I found a PDF version of the book, which contains 167 pages, which seems a little bit closer to, you know, reality. And this, of course, is only 60, which made me realize that maybe it's a slightly different book. So I compared the two, and it turns out that this is a simplified version of The Great Gatsby, and it just gets really bad. Let me just give you a short little example of how this is written, and you'll see why I kind of hated it. Okay, I'm just gonna read one paragraph. My neighbor Mr. Gatsby gave parties all through the summer. Nearly every night his house and gardens were full of music. Men and women walked among the beautiful flowers, laughing, talking, and drinking champagne. In the afternoons, Gatsby's guests swam in the sea or sat on his beach. His motorboat roared across the bay. This is the actual version from The Great Gatsby. There was music from my neighbor's house through the summer nights. In his blue gardens, men and girls came and went like moths among the whisperings and the champagne and the stars. At high tide in the afternoon, I watched his guests diving from the tower of his raft or taking the sun on the hot sand of his beach, while his two motorboats slit the waters of the Sound, drawing aquaplanes over cataracts of foam. Yeah, there's a slight difference. You know, seeing as how one's good and the other is just not at all. So, shocking, and I couldn't have been more stupid. I apologize. I will make it up to you. I will read the actual novel. I don't know why I didn't realize it sooner. I was reading The Great Gatsby and I was thinking, why is this such a success? It's just horrible. And then it turns out that I'm just really stupid. So there's that. I apologize. I'm sorry. I've kept you all waiting. And but then again, you know, if you all are interested in comparing the simplified version of The Great Gatsby to the actual Great Gatsby, we could do that. It's gonna be fun and educational and full of tips on how not to write a novel. So that could be nice, I guess. I'm really sorry. It's gonna take me a little while. I'm gonna try and find the actual book, or maybe just read the PDF and then make another video in which I actually discuss The Great Gatsby. I'm sorry. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you haven't read the simplified version as well, because that would be really silly, but that's probably just gonna be me, I guess. Wow, do I feel smart right now. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you sort of enjoyed this video, or at least laughed at my stupidity, which I would too, in all honesty. And which I did, actually, because I did laugh a little bit. But anyway, Now it's just really more inconvenient than anything else. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm really sorry about this screw up, and I will see you all again very, very soon. I'll make a video in which I play a little bit more Bioshock. Someone asked about that, and that's good that you asked because I kind of forgot, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna get back into the game and definitely do a Great Gatsby video, a real one, and hopefully you guys will still watch that after. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I know you expected more. I did too, and it was very disappointing, and now I know why. So I'm sorry. I hope you guys like this video anyway, and I'll see you very soon. Peace out!